WETS.
The internet, the magical tool that allows me to film myself and share it with the world. This week on WETS, it's rock and roll again, and actually another hard rock t-shirt. If you recall from the first hard rock shirt I did, I mentioned that when I started collecting the shirts, I went with the same basic design. Well, this is that design, and it was from a cafe in Singapore airport, which is a pretty cool place for a hard rock cafe really, because it's with all the shops and stuff like that, which you can't access if you're not checked in to fly somewhere. So it's kind of exclusive in a way. And the design, of course, I'll throw it up here. So you can see, like I said, it is quite basic. Plain white shirt with just the classic Hard Rock Cafe logo right in the middle with the maroon and yellow. And then down the bottom just says the location, which in this case is Singapore. Most hard rock shirts, as far as the standard one goes at least, they all have the location. Usually they'll just have one variant. Sometimes they may have a second if it's an international title, such as something like, I don't know, Vienna or Rome. You'll be able to get the English version. You'll also be able to get the foreign version in that language. Singapore also had a variant. However, the main language in Singapore is English. So they don't have it printed in characters or anything like that. But what is interesting, the two styles, one just says Singapore, the other says Changi Airport. And at the time, for some reason, I thought I wanted Singapore rather than Changi Airport. Changi Airport's probably better. For one thing, it's more accurate because that's where it is. But also, I think it just kind of sounds a bit cooler anyway. Singapore's quite vague. That would be like if you got a shirt saying Hard Rock Cafe Australia. The other main difference between the two styles is very weird. I'm not quite sure why you do it. The Changi Airport ones were only available in extra small and medium. The Singapore ones were only available in small or large. For that reason alone, I probably should have gotten the Changi Airport one, because having decided on Singapore at the time, it meant I got a large shirt, which I haven't really grown that much since I got it. I would have preferred the medium. However, past me obviously thought that Singapore was better, and I thought that the trade-off of a larger shirt was worth it to get the Singapore instead of getting a shirt that actually fits and having it say something different. Doesn't mean it's a bad shirt, it's still cool. It's still a souvenir of the place I went to. It's just, yeah, would have rathered the other one. It's actually quite a bright white shirt, and the cotton is quite thick as well. So it's a good quality t-shirt, and that's just screen printed on the front there, but it's a good quality print as well. So I've had this for 7-8 years now, and you know, I don't wear it a lot, but it's still old. It's gonna fade, get washed. Whether you wear them or not, a lot of prints just tend to dry out and crumple over time anyway, whereas this one's slightly faded, but otherwise nearly new condition. I just noticed there's a little bit of chocolate on my shirt there. Best to put it in your mouth though, rather than all over your clothes, unless you're having a food fight. I've never actually had a proper food fight. It would be a lot of fun. But anyway, back to the shirt. The tag says Hard Rock Cafe on it, also says authentic. I guess it's one way of avoiding fakes. However, if it's a really, really good fake, they can still just write authentic at the top anyway. But yeah, there you have it, another hard rock shirt. And speaking of hard rock shirts, just quickly back to that other one again. It was the one that had the sort of Pink Floyd-esque type design on it, Dark Side of the Moon. And I signed off at the end with a cool Pink Floyd reference, talking about Comfortably Numb, how it just sort of fades out with that solo at the end. Of course, what I screwed up was, I said that it was famously off the Dark Side of the Moon album, because I was thinking about that at the time, given the design of the t-shirt. However, it's absolutely not off Dark Side of the Moon. Comfortably Numb is indeed from The Wall. So the sign-off still works in a way, because I did fade out, but that's just some editing anyway. I just thought it'd be something cool to say at the end. It just sounds a bit silly referencing a song from one album when the design you're talking about is based on another one. The fact that I actually said it was from the other album anyway, big mistake. But anyway, that is it for this week. So, guess I'll see you next time.